You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
Today, latest superhero news, part X.
10, baby.
10, number 10.
Number 10.
Super hyped. And this is our 10th week doing this. 10 weeks.
Dude, 10 weeks is like 2 months, right?
That's like
well,
over 2 months.
That's a long 2 months.
That's
they
like
have
2.5
5 weeks.
months. Yeah. That's insane.
Wow.
Wow.
The grind is real.
It is real. But we're excited to break down some news. We have quite a bit to cover today. We got, of course, some Sony Marvel news. We have MCU news. We have Star Wars. We have DC. All of them, minus Harry Potter.
Feed me.
We got a lot to cover. So let's go over it. So starting off, right off the bat, we have Sony Marvel news to talk about.
All right.
And this, no surprise here, honestly, and that being Kraven Hunter starring Aaron Taylor Johnson has been pushed back from its January release date to October 2023. You shocked? I'm not.
I'm not shocked, dude. I just hate that literally every superhero movie gets pushed back.
I know, especially Sony.
I think
Get your act
every
together.
Sony movie has been pushed back.
It has. Mhm.
Both Venoms.
Yeah.
The GOAT, Morbius,
The GOAT.
obviously. But I mean, if it was released now, I'd watch it. I didn't care when it was released.
Right.
I was going to that theater regardless.
Facts.
And now this, I mean, I guess, oh well. But
Hopefully they can make it better. Honestly, I don't think Kraven Hunter is going to be good. I'm just going to put that out there. I really don't.
To be honest, I don't have much faith in Sony's films.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I do like how they're shot. I like their films that are not superhero related.
I
Bullet
think-
Train that came out recently
Right.
with Aaron Taylor Johnson. He stole the show, and I loved him and the direction of that movie. But I don't know how well
I
Sony
think
could do
they
an origin story.
I think they
with
do
it.
good when they work with the Marvel.
Yeah.
I think they do good when they work with the cinematic universe there. But when it's on their own, they don't do quite
They
as
definitely
good.
do butcher projects.
So,
I mean, to this date, the best thing they've made is
Venom 1.
Venom
yeah.
1, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
And that even you can argue it's not even
Not
would break like a
fantastic.
top 15, top
No.
20 in Marvel standards.
Yes,
so
I don't know.
Mm.
But and then of course Madam Web was also pushed back to February 2024. Again, not surprised there.
yeah,
I think this
that movie's gonna
movie
be a sleeper.
I think this
Yeah.
movie might be good. I do. Just
I
because
mean,
of what
going
I've heard
back in
about it.
time, trying to I guess maybe stop the parents from getting together and make
Right.
sure they never have Peter Parker. I think that's a cool idea.
It's an interesting plot, so I'm definitely interested in this. So if they can make it really good, I hope. So
yeah.
All right, so that concludes the Sony. I think that's pretty much covers just movies pushing back. So MCU wise news. Okay, so first off we have Blade.
Blade.
Mahershala Ali was originally supposed to be apparently. This is not confirmed, but apparently was originally supposed to be in Werewolf by Night the special coming out in October, but it was apparently cut. So why do you think it was cut?
Was it actually cut? I thought it was due to his scheduling conflicts.
Maybe, but I'm like that's unfortunate.
To be honest, number one, if he was cut, I feel like they would just do that because they didn't want to introduce him in a smaller project. I think they'll throw him in like probably Midnight Suns as his first thing.
Well, he appeared
maybe.
in Eternals. So, his voice did.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And Midnight Suns, Blade would come out before Midnight Suns.
Oh, is it coming
Blade
out
comes
before?
out next year. So,
That's true. I also totally forgot that was coming out. I'm hyped, but to be honest, I really just do think they'll start fresh with that. I mean, you can make the case that they didn't want to throw in a bigger character
Yeah.
to Halloween,
right.
special, but
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't know.
We'll
I
see.
think it definitely makes more sense if there's like some scheduling conflicts because
Mhm.
I mean, with that 40s horror style, I feel like it would be cool to see Blade in that, but
Mhm.
it would also like not mesh very well.
Yeah,
I think.
I get it 100%.
You know?
I agree. But also, I feel like it'd be cool to see because Werewolf by Night's already introducing some cool characters like Man Thing.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get a cameo from like Kit Harington, as I want to say, I was about to say Jon Snow. Wrong universe. No, cameo as Black Knight. And then maybe we'll get Oscar Isaac. I don't know.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm not really expecting much
No.
when it comes to the list.
We'll see. Next up is Ryan Coogler, who's somebody I have a lot of faith in the
Yeah.
MCU.
So
Is apparently to direct Secret Wars, and honestly, I think that's a good fit.
I think that's a perfect fit. I haven't seen something bad by him.
I'm
yet.
not either. I mean, of course, Black Panther 1's going to be good.
To be honest.
think Wakanda Forever is going to be one of the best. So
Yeah, he's he's creative,
innovative.
innovative. From what I've seen, like he just doesn't fall into many stereotypical like boxes. Like he kind of avoids I don't know, just a lot of stuff most directors I feel like fall in.
Right.
I know that's really ambiguous, but I don't know, dude. I really do think Wakanda Forever could be a top 5
I agree.
MCU movie.
I think it will be.
I really do think. I mean, it looks freaking amazing. Black Panther
Someday
was
soon we're
great.
gonna
We've
it home.
seen, you know, what he can do with larger characters. I mean, in Black Panther, we saw what he did with that battle. Imagine that with superheroes,
Right.
You know, we know what he can do with one character. We know what he can do with a lot of characters. So I think
Right.
casting one of the
and
most
then also
successful
to
directors
quite
there.
possibly make one of the best MCU movies. We don't know for sure, but to
Yeah.
quite possibly make one of the best MCU movies when your main character dies, you know, tragically,
Exactly.
and then also having effects of COVID.
I mean, dude, if this movie succeeds, that's such a massive W.
Right.
Like
Which-
he has everything going against him.
I honestly think that Wakanda Forever will make $1 billion in the box office
Yeah.
just because of everything that went on. But it's the debate of it's going to be good or not. From the trailers and stuff, it looks phenomenal, and I don't think it can be bad.
Yeah,
But we'll see. I'm very confident in this movie, and I'm confident. in
I'm
Ron
very
Coogler.
excited.
So I'm
to see
excited.
it.
And also, we forgot to mention this in our last podcast, but he is doing the Ironheart series, which is like hype.
I know he's like producing it or
he's
something
one
like
of the
that.
big heads of it. So
Listen, that
that's
definitely
exciting.
gets me more excited. I
Yes.
wasn't too hyped for it before, but
Right.
knowing that, you know, he has a place in it definitely gets me interested.
It
at
does
least.
for sure. And then also, I did hear reports that Ironheart will be a longer MCU series as well, which I think it'll benefit from that
Really?
as well. So to have more.
Yeah,
So
pull
that'd
out
be
the
good.
origin a little bit.
Right. So, and of course, we're getting her in Wakanda Forever, which I'm glad because that's one thing I think is going to benefit for sure. Is these other MCU shows that have been just like throwing these characters. This is their first project, it's their own show. It's not worked as good, but introducing her in Wakanda Forever and building that build up and maybe liking
Yeah.
her, and then her getting her own series, I feel like it's going to make more sense.
I know she'll be a side character that everybody loves.
Yes.
So naturally, the viewership will be higher when they
Right.
introduce her own show.
Right, so I'm hyped for that. All right, next up we get Kang Dynasty. Apparently gets Rick and Morty writer who also worked on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania to showrun, which
I mean, he has to be pretty good. I know the script in Rick and Morty goes freaking hard.
Yes,
and if if he transitions from that to Ant-Man Quantumania, which I feel like will be another huge sleeper movie, I think it'll be up there. And then hopping from that to Kang Dynasty.
Yes.
Right. I think it's an absolute dub. I've liked some of the shows he's worked on before. And I know he's not like really basic with the script, so I guess that's a dub for me.
Yes, I agree. And it's exciting, with the things of time, with King Dynasty, and like manipulation, multiversal stuff. I think with somebody from Rick and Morty, I think they can do that really well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
All right, next up we get news about Captain America: New World Order, and of course it was already confirmed, and we talked about it in our last podcast that the leader will be coming back in Captain America: New World Order. But apparently, this movie will set up a possible World War Hulk movie. We've been theorizing about it the last couple months.
Dude, that makes perfect sense.
It does.
Perfect sense. You point in the leader.
Yes.
Last podcast, we were like, dude, why the leader? Why? Like, where's the Hulk going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Psych.
Possibly it's going to lead into. And we already get hints of that in She-Hulk, and then everybody wants this movie, so I'm so hyped that hopefully we will get it. Hopefully the rumors are true, and that Disney will get the rights to the Incredible Hulk from Universal in the next coming months in 2023.
That'd be crazy. Here's how I'm seeing it playing out. Obviously, I know there's a lot of rumors too about there being like different colored Hulks in this movie. At least I've seen this week. So I think near the end, you'll see them introduce maybe a tiny battle with the leader. The leader's surviving for sure. He's gonna move on to the next movie, and somehow Hulk Sakaar plot, from She-Hulk, like
brings it in. Like Scar
carries
maybe,
over,
bringing Scar, and then maybe we can get like A-Bomb come in, which is
A-Bomb
really
would be cool. Yeah,
maybe we could get the Red Hulk. I know, of course, Thunderbolt Ross. Sadly, William Hurt passed away. But maybe they can just, instead of having, maybe they could just do just Red Hulk.
Just a Red Hulk, yeah.
We'll see. But it's all exciting nonetheless. I'm so excited. I really want this movie because I think it's going to go so hard. And Mark Ruffalo deserves it. So,
what would you think the plot be? Do you think that would be too early to introduce a character like Logan to take down the
Too early. Too early.
Like, who would stop?
I think the plot would be
would stop him.
Scar would come, and they'll have a face-to-face moment, and they'll fight and stuff.
Like, Papa?
Yes. And
Son?
then, of course, he'll start off as Smart Hulk, and then he'll progressively, something will happen. He'll get hurt. I do think She-Hulk will be in this movie as well. It makes sense. and then possibly he just absolutely just loses it. And
Yeah.
then maybe we'll get the MCU timeline, the Illuminati come to stop him
Yeah.
like in the comics. I don't know.
She-Hulk tells another joke that's just not funny at all. And he loses his mind. He's like, no more mid-comedy.
Titania shows up.
Imagine he just hulks out.
I know Titania shows up, and then he just smashes her and like just destroys her. I would be hyped for that. But anyway, all right. If you know, you know. All right, moving on. All right, we got some confirmed news that about Shang-Chi and that Shang-Chi's rings and Miss Marvel's bangles, which I think we theorized about this.
We did.
That they are connected and they're made from
Yeah.
the same material. And I honestly think this makes sense because this is maybe why Captain Marvel showed up in the end credits of Shang-Chi to talk and is interested in those
Yeah.
rings, and why it makes sense for Kamala Khan with the bangles to be in Captain Marvel 2. I think it's going to correlate there.
Where, I mean, obviously, you know, we got the rumor that they come from the same place. Is it the Kree? Are we
No,
We're
not
thinking?
well. I don't think it didn't say Kree, but the same like alien
same
type.
alien? I wonder what they'll choose to.
I feel like Kree would make sense
Go
just
with
because of the
that.
roots of Captain Marvel.
To be
being
honest,
Kree, but
to be honest, but
we'll see.
I mean, I don't think that one was too much of a biggie.
right,
But I mean, I don't know. I think it gives a lot of potential for her character. I mean,
Yes.
you're talking about. You see how Shang-Chi uses that power,
Mhm.
and you got like the same power source
over
with
here,
her. You
is
know,
Miss Marvel, right?
I do think that she could be extremely powerful as she grows up. You know, works on it.
I
But
agree.
I think that's dope.
Yes. Next up, Wong. Benedict Wong talks about Benedict Wong. It's pretty cool. His name's
I know his
character.
name is literally Wong. They can call him Wong
You
on
literally
set.
can. Yeah, that's so cool.
Like Wong.
Wong, what's
and
up,
that's his
Wong?
character.
And that's his name and his character. That's cool. All right, so he wants to work with the X-Men, he said, and especially Nightcrawler. So that's cool because Nightcrawler's a really cool character, and I think it'd be kind of cool to see their
Yeah.
interaction.
Too bad because I hope Wong's dead by then.
Wow.
Well, honestly, like we're gonna have the X-Men in there, and Strange is still not Sorcerer Supreme. Maybe
Yeah.
just like. Here's what needs to happen. He needs to do something like bad on social media, like tweet out something really insensitive, so he gets canceled. So he steps down, and then Doctor Strange takes his position.
Oh, okay, not that much. No, he should have just died in Multiverse of Madness.
I know,
Yeah.
but we said that before. But I think that's a bit of an odd pairing, to be honest. Nightcrawler and Wong.
And Wong.
I mean,
Well,
we all
think
love
about
Wong,
him
but-
like teleporting and then portals and like all
Yeah.
that stuff going on. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nightcrawler's a super dope.
Show
character,
me
so he's a fan favorite.
Nightcrawler.
Just
Portal opens.
portal opens, Nightcrawler shows up.
I love
be hyped.
Nightcrawler. He's so
Nightcrawler's
cool.
dope, so I'd love
So
that.
cool.
All right. Apparently, Kiki Palmer also expressed interest of wanting to be in the MCU. She's a good actress, so I can
I do
see
like
that.
her. She was really good in Nope.
Nope. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
a lot of fan castings for her as Rogue. I don't think she really fits Rogue.
Yeah.
But I don't know who she could fit. I'm trying to think about
You
another
said
character.
Storm.
Maybe Storm.
Storm is serious.
She's super serious. And
Kiki
Kiki's very
can
funny.
be serious. It takes a
Yeah.
good actor to be a comedic actor.
True.
They could be serious if they wanted to, but
True.
I don't know. I don't know who they would get.
I don't know, but
I'd like to see it.
maybe and another super big person in the media world right now. Maybe she could be a huge character, and that's Kim Kardashian. Yeah,
She should have been Titania.
she should have been Titania.
Honestly, buy my products.
She has experienced this with court cases.
Exactly. She's like, buy my new non-FDA approved foot balm.
Get my contour.
My contour.
Get beautified with the
Yes.
She-Hulk.
Get She-Hulk.
No, Kim K does not
Making
need to
the
be in the
Hulk
MCU.
as she.
No, she does not need to be in the MCU.
Dude,
No,
I
ever.
sincerely pray to the Marvel powers that doesn't happen.
Kevin Feige, no.
Kevin Feige, if you letting this happen, you taking the biggest L of your career.
the biggest,
The biggest.
the largest,
I hope.
gigantic.
I mean, no one wants that to happen,
No,
and it's
no
not
one.
gonna. Even if it was, it would just be a tiny dumb cameo.
yes, yes,
you
like
know,
Megan Thee
but
Stallion.
she can't act. That's pretty clear.
So, no, thank you. All right, to make the transition over to DC related news, only there's two things related to DC, and that
All right.
being one, Keanu Reeves allegedly is back to play Constantine in a long-awaited sequel.
Hype.
Interesting.
I think that's absolutely hype, and this was dude just out of nowhere.
It was very
Like,
out of nowhere.
really?
I knew like 6 months ago on the Drew Barrymore show, he expressed interest of wanting to play Constantine
Yeah.
again. So apparently now they listen.
I mean,
Give him blonde hair and then
the first. Well, I guess not the first Constantine because it's the only the
Mhm.
Constantine movie, dude. I love. I really think that's really underrated
Mm.
of a movie. Obviously, I love Keanu
For sure.
and his works. A sequel, like 15 years later,
Yes,
I think
long
is an
time.
absolute dub, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously, I assume it would be separate
Right.
from the DCEU,
I would assume so.
but I don't know. Who
Still
says
be interesting.
Robert Pattinson can show up and do something cool?
That would be kind of
I
dope.
don't know.
So we'll
I'm
see.
excited. That's
Yeah.
like really hype.
That would be very interesting. So that's exciting. Another thing is Joker 2 adds Catherine Keener to the cast. If you don't know her, she
Catherine
is
Keener.
from Get Out and The
She's
Adam
the mom in
Project,
Get
and she's
Out.
also in Incredibles, a voice. So
Really?
yes, so Catherine Keener is apparently going to have a major role in Joker Folie de Dukes. So
I wonder. Maybe she could be, I don't know, either Joker's potential love. No, he wouldn't be a love interest if there's Harley's mom. Maybe.
maybe like a nurse in Arkham.
I mean, you talking about a woman who's like, I think she's like around 50 or something
Mhm.
like that. So I'm trying to think what role she could play.
not exactly sure who she
I don't know.
could be.
If
It's
she can
supposed to be a major
sing,
role.
She'll be singing, I guess.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see, I guess.
All right, and then to make the transition over to Star Wars news,
Mm.
we get some confirmation that Rogue Squadron has been taken off of the project slate.
Mm.
So apparently, it is officially getting canceled, which we expected.
I think it's a
we
W.
know- I mean, I just don't think it was necessary. I mean, we know that Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder
Yeah,
Woman,
Wonder Woman.
was supposed to do this, but
I don't like Patty Jenkins
I'm
so
not a huge
much.
fan. She did a great job with Wonder Woman, but she did a
And
horrible
then the
job
second
with
one,
Wonder Woman 1984.
it's like two
So-
different people directing it, I swear.
It is. So I don't know, but
Hmm.
we'll see. You know, who knows? Maybe in the future we get it. But I'm just anxious to get back in the theaters to watch a Star Wars movie. I want to go back. The
Yeah.
experiences are immaculate. It's a beautiful time, and I love Star
Perfect.
Wars, and I would love to go back to theaters to watch it.
Yeah.
All right, next up, The Acolyte adds more to their cast, being Manny Jacinto. I don't know if I pronounced that right. From Top Gun Maverick, minor role. He played Fritz.
Very minor. He's like
And-
sitting in the background. in
background
some of the
pilot,
scenes,
and
background
then
pilot.
Jodie Tanner Smith. I don't know who that is.
Jodie Tanner.
Jodie Tanner
I
Smith also
don't know
apparently
who that
to
is.
join Lee Jung. I can't pronounce it. What is it? I forgot his
to
name.
be honest, I can't.
From Squid Game.
From Squid Game. They have a very diverse
Very
cast
diverse
going
cast,
on.
so
they're
this is-
like pulling people from everywhere. it
They
feels
are.
like.
So
It's
that's
cool though.
I'm excited. I think
Yeah.
Acolyte will be very good. I'm excited for
Acolyte
it.
is gonna be my favorite project. Watch.
Think so?
Yes, dude. I'm so excited
All
for
right.
it.
And some news about Andor really briefly. I did hear Andor, and then you're going to like this. It's very mature. The
Mm.
most mature Disney Plus show to
Good.
date.
Good.
Very mature. I've heard it's a lot of death. And
Good.
I heard it's
That's
I
realistic.
heard so far it's got some good reviews and stuff. So I'm super pumped for it. And of course, it's coming out this Wednesday.
3
So,
episodes, right?
3 episodes. So busy week for
And
us.
What
So
What have
check
you
that out.
heard about those?
I've heard the
three
first episode
episodes?
is very good. The beginning, especially, gets you
Okay.
very hyped.
Yeah.
And then I heard the end of episode 3 is very similar to the end of Rogue One. How good it is.
Yeah.
So that makes me hyped nonetheless because I genuinely think the ending of Rogue One is one of the best endings.
It's
in-
gorgeous, man.
It's one of the best endings.
It's how I want to go out. They're sitting there on the
giant
beach.
bomb and just
Just
see it coming at
me
you.
and Michael just sitting on the
just
beach,
staring
dude.
into the sunset,
Exactly.
watching a bomb just come and just
Dude,
take us
dude,
out.
I'm about to cry, dude. Stop. I'm literally getting goosebumps, bro.
Emotional, man.
I'm
That's-
literally
that's how every
crying.
man
I'm
wants
not
to go
even
out.
kidding, guys. Like, I'm actually getting teared up thinking about that.
So
It's
beautiful.
beautiful, man.
But anyway, we're hyped nonetheless for that. So that concludes number 10.
All right, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Here's in the Moment. It's available on all major podcast platforms. So check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Please.
If you want to keep up to date with our stuff on social media, head over and check us out. It's Here's in the Moment on Instagram and Here's in the Moment extra T on TikTok.
Tic Tac.
As far as our upcoming announcements goes, I believe we have our Andor breakdown coming
Andor.
out. Ooh, we'll get back to you on that later.
Mhm.
But I assume we're breaking down all 3 in one, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
we'll do just one longer breakdown of the 3 different episodes because apparently some of them are short. So anyway, we'll let y'all know. Check out the social media if you want to keep up to date on when we're dropping
Yes.
that.
All right, guys. We just want to thank you for listening. And as always, we love you 3000.